Okay. Hi Stan, how are you today?
Hi doctor, how you doing?
Good. Okay, so what brings you here today again?
Well, I really liked our session last week, so I think it was good just to follow up and come back and talk to you.
Right.
So I want to keep this going.
You kind of seem like, you know, a little down today. You got your hood on. It's just like your appearance is kind of, right.
Yeah. I really don't like being here, but I know I want to be help. Like I need help. So yeah, I know I'm closed off and stuff, but I really need help. So hopefully we could.
So there were two things we touched base on last week, and one of them I wanted to talk about, speak on, is the journal lab for your drinking. Anytime this week did you feel like you had to like drink or anything, or?
There was, I know when I was doing the homework assignment that you had me do, I thought about it, and then there was another time where I talked to my mother and she just kind of really put me in a bad place. She was just telling me, like I was telling her I was going to therapy, and I was going for a few weeks now, and she just kind of like brought me down, like I don't believe in therapy, blah blah blah, and it's not going to do anything for you, and so that really made me want to just, like I was trying to talk to her, and she wasn't really understanding her and stuff, so that made me want to drink, but I didn't.
But you did. So did you kind of keep in your journal log?
I did, yeah, I've been logging. I don't log all the time. I'm trying to get used to this, but
it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the second assignment was for you to interview 10 women, you know, just to see how, you know, you feel with like asking them just a general question.
Yeah.
So do you want to explain that to me?
Yeah.
How it was?
Yeah, it was hard for me, but I did follow through because I know we discussed like the ultimate goal is me being able to ask out a friend of mine, Jamie, that I met through camp, and I really like her.
Okay.
So, and just having the problem of not being able to speak with women or form any relationships, I just really want to get past that. I'm 35 and I should be settled down and you know, married with kids by now, and I'm not, so. Those are the things that I want, and I just want to work on that. But yeah, you asked me to ask 10 different women a question, and have it written down.
Okay,
because
great.
you wanted me to write it down.
Right.
So I noticed that I did ask 10 women overall. At first, I didn't want to do it. It was making me really anxious, and so it took a while for me to ease into it. And the questions that I asked, the 10 questions that I asked, were really just like kind of help me out questions. I couldn't ask anything personal. So like a few of the things I said, the first question I asked, for instance, I was on the street and I saw this older lady, and I was going to meet somebody at the cafe, this little tea cafe, which I already knew where it was, but just an easy question for me. I asked her, excuse me, do you know how to get to the tea cafe? And she didn't look at me at all. Like, she didn't even acknowledge that I was talking to her. So I felt like that made me feel bad. And then she did answer me after all, but then she didn't even look at me when she answered me. So I thought she thought I was a creep or whatever. So that really made me want to go home and just drink, you know, pour a shot of whiskey and stuff like that. But I didn't.
Okay.
But then I thought about it for like the next 2 or 3 days about how much I don't want to follow through with the other 9 questions, and but I did, and so yeah, so over the course of, after that point, I just started asking stuff like, do you like my t-shirt when I was in the clothing store, or are you a Yankees fan, or what's the weather like, can you help me find like this cereal brand? I was looking for a particular brand, I didn't know where it was in the grocery store, so I asked this lady, but overall, the people were nice, even after that first incident, so. Yeah.
Okay, so I noticed that you said when you went back home, you didn't want to ask the other 9 questions. Now, what made you pull through with it?
Well, I remember you telling me about probably a little stressful.
Okay, great.
So this really helped me, and I didn't have this the first time, so maybe I was coming off a little creepy, I don't know. But then I started to use this. I didn't use it every single time, but I did use it a few times, and I noticed that it really kind of just relieved stress when I was squeezing it. And and would also help me out a little bit too, which is weird and really not gonna happen in the real world. I was hiding behind corners and thinking of the question first and squeezing the ball before I asked the person,
Okay.
so that helped out a little bit too.
Okay. Okay, so you said you were hiding behind
Yeah.
corners to actually answer the question.
Yes.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you feel during this whole process?
Anxious,
Okay.
and nervous, and I was afraid, like, just exactly what happened. I was afraid that people were gonna think of me as a creep or, you know, not worthy of having, just even answering a simple question, not even being able to talk to somebody. So, I felt a little odd about it. I felt like I was not a bad person, but just not, like, invisible, kind of, so.
What is your biggest fear?
I think, you know, coming up against women and not satisfying them.
And what do you mean by satisfying?
Like just emotionally, sexually, in any way, or even being able to provide for them, just being a man, I guess I should say.
Okay. So your past experience with women kind of like brought you to this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you feel like you want to speak more on that, or you're not ready for that?
Yeah, I could. I
Okay.
could. Where should I start?
Oh, so what I'm thinking is maybe you can talk about your last marriage. You were once
Yeah.
married.
Yeah, I was married. Yep.
Okay.
She just, I felt like she was just not good for me. She didn't give me any credit and stuff, and just like with my mother and my father, I just noticed the same stuff happening with, same stuff that happened to them was happening with us,
Okay.
and so it was just not a good
So
situation.
you kind of see like a pattern.
Yeah, yep.
Okay. So do you think that it could be something that, you know, if it's like a pattern, do you think it could be something that you are doing wrong, or that your parents done wrong and, you know, kind of like you
Yeah.
picked up on it?
Yeah, I think both.
Okay.
Probably both. It's definitely something that I learned.
Okay. Have you tried speaking with your parents about it?
No.
Or why not?
I just feel like I can't, like, with today, I talked to my mom and stuff, and she just, like I was saying, bringing me down and stuff. I feel like I could never talk to her,
Okay.
never, and I felt like I was the idiot around her and stuff, the idiot kid, so,
Mhm.
no. Nope.
Have you ever been mistreated
What, by them?
by your parents?
Yeah, they always, like, pitted me against the two older siblings and stuff, and they were always better off than I was, and even the younger sibling.
Okay.
And, yeah, I just felt like the outcast of the family. And they didn't hit me or anything, but just calling me dumb and saying you're not good enough, or you messed this up, or I'm like weird and all that stuff is kind of brings me down.
Okay. Alright, so I kind of want to just get back to what we just previously talked about. I know last week you were speaking of your friend Jamie. So how are things going with her?
It's okay. It's, you know, I met her at camp and stuff, and the relationship, there's potential for, you know, a relationship, and I kind of don't want to just be friends with her, but, I don't think I'm anywhere near ready for a full-blown relationship. So I want to kind of work on that, try to work up to asking her out, you know.
So what is it that you're scared to face with Jamie? You don't want to, you know, repeat what your last previous relationship was? or-
Yeah, I definitely don't want the same thing, because it's just, it's not healthy, and, you know, it just brings me down and
Right.
stuff, so. But yeah, I want a healthy relationship,
So you really like this girl?
I do, she's so sweet, she's a
Mhm.
sweet girl, so.
Okay. Okay, so, what I was kind of thinking about with this Jamie girl, I want to kind of bring in one of my colleagues, Dr. Andrew, and kind of just speak to her a little bit more, like, you know, to just, probably just make it seem like she's Jamie.
Okay.
And, you know, your fear was asking questions, and you don't want to be let down. So I just
Right.
want to see how you can interact with with Dr. Andrew, and I will be here in the
You'll
room.
be here? Okay.
So, you know, if at any time you feel as though you don't want us to talk anymore, you could just say, you know, I don't want to speak anymore.
Okay.
So are you comfortable with that?
And you want it, so she's Jamie then?
Right, she would be Jamie.
Okay.
Kind of sort of like a little mini role play.
A little, okay, so it kind of gears me up, like I was saying, it geared me up, like when I was hiding behind the
Okay,
corner,
right.
It helped me, so, yeah, maybe I
And
should do
just
it.
squeeze your little
And,
stretch ball.
yeah, but
Right.
I'll hold my,
Okay, well, let me page my secretary.
Okay.
Yeah. Kimberly,
Yes, Dr. Robinson.
hi, do you mind bringing in Dr. McAndrew, please?
Yes, I will.
Hi, Dr. Andrew. This is Stan. Remember we were speaking on her,
hi.
in reference to her being nervous with speaking with women. So I kind of want you guys to do like a little mini role play, okay?
Stan, how are you?
I'm okay, how are you, Jamie?
Doing okay? Anything on your mind?
No, how was that thing with your brother last week? I know you said you had a party.
It was very good. Why didn't you go?
Well, I got caught up at work. There's this new project and they needed somebody called out, so I had to go work.
Okay, that's too bad.
Yeah, that would've been fun, hanging out.
It would've.
Mm-hmm.
Anything new?
No, nothing new. Nope.
No?
No, nothing new. My birthday's next weekend.
Really?
Mhm.
What are you doing?
I haven't decided. I kind of want to maybe have a get together at my house or just go out somewhere.
Very nice.
Something fun.
Something fun, right?
Yeah.
I hope to be there.
Yeah, do you want to come?
Yes, absolutely.
That'd be great. I would like that.
Very good. So this is this tough for you, Stan?
Yeah. It's a little weird just because of the role play and stuff. You're not really Jamie and I'm probably going to be more nervous. But I'm still nervous now and I'm not really sure what I'm going to say.
Well, you did a good job.
Thank you.
Just would like to see you maybe direct the conversation a little more.
Okay.
Okay?
That would probably work. Yeah, I would really want to ask her out to lunch. So,
Good. I think you
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Andrew. Okay? We'll talk to you
Bye.
later.
Bye. Nice meeting you.
Okay. So how did that make you feel?
I was a little anxious.
It's like the same feeling from before?
Yeah, probably. But I felt like I was anxious, but then I felt okay. I think
Okay.
it's doable.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm ready yet, but
Okay.
we'll
Okay,
see.
This is a step.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the next week assignment, what I want you to do is, I know you have a birthday coming up.
Right.
I want you to ask Jamie out.
Okay.
You know, not ask her out, but kind of invite her over. You know, and I just want to know how you feel with doing that.
That's next week. Huh? My birthday's next week. I think I could do that. Yeah, I want her to come and something. Maybe we could go to like a museum or
Right.
a park or
Right. Something.
something fun.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then, we can touch base on that experience and how you felt with that. And, maybe, talk about a few other things that, I have listed here that I would like to get more into.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Well, thank you, Stan.
Thank you,
See
Doctor.
See you next week.
I appreciate it. Thank you.